Let's say that you started over from scratch. We took away all your clients. You're at zero. And January 1st, I'm like, hey, I want you to get to $10,000 a month as fast as possible. What would be your first couple steps? First of all, how fast do you think you could get to 10.5? If I asked you to, hey, we're getting rid of all your business. I want you to start at zero on January 1st. How fast do you think you could get to 10,000 a month?
Probably a month to 6 weeks, I reckon, if I was going full noise at it.
See that? This is what's crazy, guys. Year one, $5,000 the whole year. Year two, he gets to 10.5. And now he's got the confidence he could go in 6 weeks, get to 10,000 a month. So what would be your first couple steps? If you were going full freaking bore, full noise, as you said, how would you attack it? Knowing what you know now, if somebody wanted to model that and they're like, hey, I want to just blow it up first 6 weeks, first 3 months in January, what would you tell them? Like, what steps would you take? What are some of the tips you could give them?
Or number one would be, don't try and reinvent the wheel. Like, just go into the basic niches. They don't have to be sexy. Like, as soon as I tried to do anything creative, it bit me in the ass. So just go to easy niches, big profit margins. Another thing I've been having success with after seeing Juan do it a fair bit is posting on Facebook. I don't know if it's just an Australian thing, but like that was how I'm now building my list. And like that changes everything as well. Like people, like you get people asking you, hey, I can come quote. So you've already got people hungry to do that.
Tell me about that. I want to hear a little bit, especially for the Australians. Tell us what you're doing there. You don't have to go in exact detail if you don't want to share all of it, but like give us, what do you mean posting on Facebook?
Just in neighborhood groups. Just,
okay.
Hey, I need a serviceman for whatever. And then you'll have like all these people and all their mates tag, and you'll have like a handful of people who actually do it, like reach out. And you don't have to spend all this time building a list either. Like I spent way too long building lists, digging through Facebook profiles. And like that is helpful, but if you can build that in like 30 seconds, put a post up, someone's built this list for you. And then yeah, just the one page sites. I probably wouldn't even worry about ranking too much because I tend to go down rabbit holes as soon as I start doing anything with SEO, and it does suck a lot of time. So I just get the one pages cranking, get that up, and then probably scale back, turn around and all right, now let's build these out. Because yeah, momentum's a hell of a thing. Like you get 1 or 2 yeses, like I don't know, just shift something in you for the rest of the day. Like even you just hook someone, you're just like, oh sweet, I got one. All right, now let's go to another city. So that's what I would do. Just keep it really simple, not really stray too much from the path, and probably not even really worry about SEO at the start. Just hook people.
I hope everyone picked up, like the fact is like everything you just said, that's what's dope, dude, is you didn't say anything just barely that's like, oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing. It's like all the same shit we've been talking about for the last 100 live streams. It's like pick simple niches, focus on selling, like all the stuff we've been talking about, but just doing the work. And I love what you said, dude. You said momentum's a hell of a thing. It's crazy, bro. You can like actually feel momentum.
When you get like that first yes, and you're like, oh, this is good. It can change your whole day. If you get something like that in the morning, like it's like the ultimate coffee. It's like, oh, sweet, that was easy. Like, and then if you get a no, be like, oh, I've already got one yes. Like, and you can just keep going. Like, you don't take it personally, which is like one of the biggest things I had, and I actually wrote it on my board so I'd see it every day. Like, because I remember I think it was Eugene was on a live, and he's like, oh, I can't remember what I said something about like getting a no, and then I was like, oh, I was really butthurt about it. He's like, well, you better toughen up that butt, boy. And then every time I got a no, I'd hear that. So I was like, oh well. And then like as soon as you get a yes, you just forget about the no's completely.
You know what's interesting about momentum? It's a hell of a thing, but you know what else? It's very temperamental. You got to be careful because it's the best thing in the world when it's working for you, but it's also the worst thing in the world when it's working against you. And like for me, right? I got to be careful like when I travel to not lose momentum, because it's easy to like be on this grind and you're killing it. You go on a trip for a week and you come back and you just like, it's like you're starting again at zero, right?
Like a standing start.
Totally. You have to be moving. You have to be doing stuff. So anyway, momentum is huge. That's the same reason before you got on the call, I said, don't wait till January 1st to start. Start now so that we can have momentum and you can steamroll right into January 1st. And then we can grow. We can go. So anyway, dude, I love it. Also, one thing I wanted to point out, I'm not opposed to like creative niches. Like I think people, they misinterpret, hey, Nick doesn't want it. Dude, I don't care. I think you need to get your money right. I think you need to get to 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month before you need to worry about trying some new niche. You can get there with the basics, tree service, spray foam, concrete, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can say, oh, let me go try out this new thing because my bills are paid for. But everyone, I feel like they go and try to find some crazy niche at the beginning, and that's where they run into problems.